Hello Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and welcome to this Who is Coming to Love You Next reading for the month of December of 2025. Now, before we start, please remember that this is a general reading and it will not resonate with everybody. And that instead, if you would like a private reading with me, the link to my website is below. Also, please take what resonates and leave what it doesn't. Now, Gemini, this particular reading is for someone who you might already know, but you never looked at them in a particular way, and you will recognize who they are by listening to all of the information I'm giving you about them, and or somebody who is new and is just going to appear into your life. Okay, so let's start and let's see which kind of archetype does this person embodies. Let's have a look. Oh, and here we've got Mercury. Wow, this is your ruling planet. So we are talking about someone who could be a Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising like you, or a Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. We will see then, through the reading, if they're more air or they're more earth. And that will, give us an idea if they are Virgos or if they are Gemini like you. Already, it's great because what is happening here is that you are actually meeting this person, or this person embodies the planet that rules your sign. This is who you are. This is what makes you really comfortable, because if we meet somebody who speaks our language, it's perfect. At least at the start, everything is grand. So let's get back to what Mercury archetype is. It's a person who is very curious, very open to learn, very chatty, a person who is really intelligent as well. Typical Mercurial archetype is a person who is very intelligent, loves studying, loves knowing new things, loves traveling, loves meeting people, full of life, a social butterfly. This is exactly what I'm sensing here. Now, on the shadow side, because everybody's got a shadow side, each planet has a shadow side, each archetype, each element, each sign, each planet, everything. Okay, so on the shadow side, they could be a bit dispersive. That means I want to know about this, and this, and they jump from one thing to another. So they learn a tiny chinch bit about everything, but at the end they don't know anything in details. Okay, also another thing that could be a bit of a downer, it's this scattered energy of moving from one place to another, from one thing to another, from even changing their minds quite quickly. Even though now, if they are a Gemini, okay, if they are a Virgo, it's a different story. But let's see, because I could be here forever to tell you more information about the Mercurial archetype. We'll see, with the rest of the reading where we are heading. Now, let's get the energy oracle cards and see which kind of energy will this person embody in the month of December. So this is the archetype, okay? Who they are from within, who they are. Now, let's see the energy instead. Please, angels and guides, please show us the energy of this person. Action. Here we go. Mercury, action. This is another information of the archetype of Mercury. They don't like to stay still. So this person, at least in December, is really, really embodying its own energy, or her own energy, his own energy, whatever it is, or whoever this person is. And it's absolutely great. Action, also a movement forward. This person doesn't want to be stuck in a situation. I'm not sensing that They are trying to get away from something. I sense that that might have been happened a while back, and now they realize how important their freedom is. They're very intelligent. This is what I'm sensing. This person is very intelligent. Whatever they have, studied, like going to school or to university, whatever. But this person is a person that when something grabs his or her interest, they go and research. Okay? But now let's get more information about this person. It's really, and for some reason I'm feeling like giggling. So also great humor here. Okay? Very humorous person. Never, it helps. It really helps. So let's see now with the light seer tarot more information about your person. And I hope that with this light is enough. Please let me know if, with the light that I have, you can see the cards properly, okay? So let's see here. The Emperor. So this person actually feels quite, I wouldn't say full of themselves, but maybe sometimes they could be a chinchy arrogant. Okay, because a Mercurial archetype, when it shows me an emperor, could be someone who suffers a bit of superiority complex at certain moments. Okay, there could also be very stable in their life, even though action and all of that. But remember that everything comes in layered. They could be very stable, they could have a home, they could have all of that, but be very dynamic and explore different things. Okay, now let's see what crosses them is the Five of Swords. There has been a time when they actually felt defeated, but it was more at a logical level, it was more at a mental level, and they don't like this. This person does not like if somebody shows that they are more intelligent than them, or show that they are more knowledgeable than them. As I said, there is a bit of I don't want to go down the narcissistic, no, I don't want to go down that line, but it's like as if they, for what their intelligence and knowledge is concerned, they don't like to see that someone could have more of those qualities. Let's keep going. Let's see at the bottom of the deck. Yes, the Hierophant. So here what we have at the roots, the roots of the reading, the Hierophant. This person could have also come from a very, how can I say, from a family that it's very religious, whatever religion it is, but that everything had to be done in a certain way, like as if when this person was young, they were put inside a box. Not physically, of course, but so things had to be done in a certain way at a certain time, and no, it was not them. Okay, now let's see in the past. We've got the Page of Wands. Yes, and I'm sensing that this is when this person became old enough or had enough money or whatever to start living the life that they wanted. See at their head now, what do we have? We've got the Six of Cups. Yes, this person wants to reconnect with their inner child. Now, I'm not sensing someone who is immature here, because I would be the first one to say it, and I also put it in the title if that is the case. But here what I'm sensing is that this person really wants to find again their inner child and make their inner child live the playfulness and the joy that they feel they were denied. I'm not saying that their family was bad. I'm not saying that they were mistreated. I'm not saying that. But it's like as if their self-expression as a child was a kind of sniffled, and now they want to give their inner child that possibility and that chance of really being itself. Also, for some of you, this could be someone that you knew from years ago, even as children. Okay, let's see the last card, and here we've got the Nine of Wands. Here we've got a person that stands their ground. They have made the decision of living their life in a certain way, and they are not going to give up for anything or anybody. So if you meet this person, or if you know already who I'm talking about, what I'm sensing here, things can change, yeah? But that, you know, don't try to change this person, because I don't think it would work. I actually feel that, Gemini, if you are yourself a true Gemini archetype, you would actually enjoy this. Now, let's see with the Gateway Oracle. With the Gateway Oracle, let's see what does this person brings into your life when they come in. Let's have a look, Gemini. Communicating freely, Gemini. This could have not have been more of a Gemini reading with Mercury. This person is really, really compatible, incredibly compatible with you, okay? So communicating freely. I communicate from the depth of my being. We've got Mercury that came out. We have got, you know, all of this that I'm sensing. This is a person that could be a Gemini with an Aries Sun, Moon, or Rising, or a lot of Aries in their chart. That means a lot of planets in the Aries house, wherever it falls, depending on, you know, their ascendant. So this is a great compatibility, Gemini. And please let me know when you meet them. Okay, so Gemini, thank you so much for listening to this reading. And if you would like a private reading with me, as I said, my link to my website is below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also, you will find below loads of links to the readings that I done already for December. So the general and the twin flames. And if you're listening to this in November, please go and listen to your readings for November as well. Thank you so much for being here. Bye bye.